I think the greatest thing that I love about the Pundit's Pundit, whether it's these short videos, my podcast, or my Facebook feed, is that I'm calling out what I consider the biggest disease toward fans in general that causes more stupidity. And ESPN and the media exacerbates it, and it's hyperbole. And I don't think I should quite call it hyperbole. I don't know what to call it, because the definition of hyperbole is exaggerated statements not meant to be taken seriously. Problem is, most of these people, Max Kellerman, Stephen A. Smith, Cut Rate Harden, James Harden, which is basically Kendrick Perkins, all of them are saying things they want you to believe, and they're saying outrageous statements. So basically, Chris Middleton, okay, I'll say Cut Rate Harden first. Chris Middleton is supposed to be better than Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's supposed to be the Batman, and Giannis is supposed to be the Robin. All this stuff, even though they were this close to missing the NBA Finals without Giannis. But it's the moment, it's the now. You know this. Jacob deGrom, the greatest of all time. Oh my God, he is completely Superman. Which, by the way, that's been taken over by Shohei Ohtani. Which, greatest of all time. He's now better than Babe Ruth. Even though he's never finished a season. Ever. 4 years. 4 years, never finished a season. Never played more than 114 games. This will be the first year he plays over that. And who knows if he finishes the year or not. It's a long year. And let's go back to Jacob deGrom, who already been pulled from 4 games this year. Yes, 1.09 ERA. But they're forgetting the 1.09 ERA because it was 0.60 ERA. He's given up runs. Oh my God. He wasn't human, now he is. Oh my God. See, and that's the biggest issue. And you know something? The National League lead in wins throws 86 miles an hour. Oh yeah, and by the way, it's also that boring stuff like he was an economics degree from Dartmouth University. Oh, that stuff's so boring. Ugh. 86 and he wins all the time. Oh, terrible. Horrible. He places the ball well. Can't have that. Meanwhile, every baseball academy brings out every type of pitcher that they have to just strengthen their arm. There's no placement. They don't teach them about placement. It's all strengthening of the arm. And you know what that does? In the case of a 20-year-old kid from Vanderbilt University, it killed him. It killed him. Because he went to go get Tommy John surgery at 20 years old. Now, I don't know the details behind that. I don't know the details behind the surgery and his death. But one of two things happened. Either he was doing it electively, which means that he wanted to be able to get it so he could throw harder, or his arm was that damaged because he's probably throwing curveballs at 10 years old. I don't know the whole deal, but either way, he died on an operating table. He had an infection and died. He's 20 years old. And see, that's rare. The death in itself is rare, but it's a big problem. It's a big issue. When you have to do everything wrong so you can get on Sports Center, a top 10. So you can get all the hyperbole from the talking idiots. You're doing everything wrong. And doing everything right gets you no notice. See, it's like being smart, being realistic. Even winning doesn't get anywhere right now. It's supposed to be. Winning doesn't get anywhere if it's not done correctly to them. If it doesn't get eyes, if it doesn't cause the talking idiots to bring major hyperbole out. Oh my God. And see, bringing up Jacob deGrom, you have Marcus Stroman saying, oh my God, he's going to probably be the greatest of all time. deGrom's 33 years old with 77 career wins. That's 888th all time. And Stroman says a moronic thing like that. Just because it's just another world for hyperbole. Just another world of hyperbole that is accepted. It makes idiots of people. It makes idiots of fans. Okay, another thing of hyperbole that we're dealing with right now. Oh my God, the future Hall of Famer Justin Fields. the issue with him. He is probably already the greatest Bears quarterback of all time, even before. He can be special with the right coach. See, and because he showed up, and because he's drafted, because he's something looking special, we get all the hyperbole from all the Bears idiots and Eric Lambert and all those guys that are the idiot Bears fans. Greatest, smartest guy of all time. He'll never miss a play. He'll never do this. Forgetting Matt Nagy's still there. The whole talk right now, the biggest talk right now is, oh my God, that Justin Fields is going to, we're going to show you this video of how Justin Fields is going to help this horrible offense. That horrible offense, last 6 games, had 190 points. Do the math. The 7 games before that, 117. And see, the 117 was supposed to be with the savior, Nick Foles, another big hyperbole. Which, again, that's probably the wrong term. It's probably the wrong term. Because they say it's not meant to be taken seriously, except they take it seriously. Then forget about what they say when it's wrong. And see, that's why I like about doing Pundit, because I'm not right all the time. I'm not going to pretend to be. Everybody's human. But I'm right more than I'm wrong. Because I don't fall for hyperbole. I take a deep breath. Maybe I'm rare on that. I take a deep breath and see what's going to happen. It means I can see comebacks coming once in a while. It means I can see when James Harden is not going to win a title again. The Nets aren't going to win a title because they brought James Harden in. That whole thing with hyperbole. That whole deal. They were going to win it all. Now they got these 3. It's impossible for them to lose. Didn't even make it out of the second round. And if you're not an idiot, don't fall for that. You could have seen that coming. James Harden is never going to win a title. He's been 11 years in the league. He's the absolute worst at clutch situations and big times games. But he has great handles. He's got great handles. Oh my God. It looks great. It looks beautiful. He does great handles and he shoots lots of threes. But again, he's great for the talking idiots. They're not going to worry about it though. They're going to forget that he's terrible in these situations until it keeps happening. Then they're going to keep predicting he wins a title, which he never will. So before I go, we'll get back to the Justin Fields deal. He's going to be special, but not until Nagy's gone. Not until Nagy's gone. Every one of you are forgetting Nagy was the one that did the option play with a tight end at the 1-yard line. That wasn't Mitch Trubisky's fault. He called that play. That's not going to change. Those plays aren't going to change. Because Mitchell Trubisky's gone. Your enemy is gone. That's not going to change. Nagy's still terrible at play calling. Just because you have a shiny new toy, it's not going to change. Chris Middleton is still not going to be a Batman. He's still not the leader of the team. They're still not going to win it all with him as the leader. It's still Giannis. Jacob deGrom is amazing at points. He's amazing at points. He's still not, in the end, he's amazing at points. He's still injury prone. He still might not make it past August. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But just like Chris Sale, and Chris Sale he's got to make a start after 2 years. I saw this with Chris Sale too. All the greatness and all the power and all the everything, and they blow their arms out. But media doesn't care. Next story. Shohei Ohtani. No, he's not Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth played 20 years. Ohtani, dominant right now. Looks awesome right now. He hasn't even finished a year yet. Settle down. Slow your roll. You know why they want Ohtani to be better than Babe Ruth. You know why, so let's not even just go with it. Let's not even try. You know why they want this. But that's just a good kid with a lot of talent. Just enjoy him. But quit listening to the idiots, the talking heads, the morons. Quit listening to them and use the thing. No, he's not going to be the greatest until he gets those years. No, he's not. A few big home runs are not going to get. And how do you know he's going to get any bigger? How do you know Ohtani's going to do great in the playoffs if he ever gets to a playoff? You saw him in the home run derby. He was absolutely winded after throwing all those 500-foot homers. After all those 500-foot homers, he was absolutely winded and he was gone. How do you know he won't get tired for the playoffs? No, I'm not fun. Maybe I sound a little older to you, the ones that are going to see this in the future. I don't have that many people right now. Maybe I'm going to sound boomer. Maybe I'm going to sound like that. I'm just trying to get you some common sense because you're ruining athletes. You're ruining them. You're ruining future athletes. Everything has to be 98. Everything has to be 98 miles an hour. Everything has to be a dunk. Everything has to be Michael Vick. 60-yard pass, 50-yard run, or 3 and out. That's more exciting than a 12-play drive. But the 12-play drive, guess who did the 12-play drive? 7 Super Bowls later. Tom Brady. And the reason they can talk about him now is because he got 7 Super Bowls. But I can guarantee you they've tried not to over and over. Idiot Max Kellerman called him done for. I wanted him on Chicago. I'm glad to see Justin Fields now, but I wanted him in Chicago when everybody was laughing and wanting Cam Newton. Look what happened with Cam Newton and look what Tom Brady. I don't make these predictions. I don't make these things I don't go based off of race. I don't make it based off creed, color. I don't make them based off of belief. I don't make them based off anything. It's off of common sense. And the more you listen to ESPN, you lose it. You lose the common sense. Take a deep breath and slow your roll, people.